A shocking request is coming from your soulmate. Heaven wants you prepared. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is reaching you at the exact divine moment your spirit is finally ready to understand something heaven has been trying to whisper into your heart for weeks, and your heart needs this right now more than you even realize. The second your eyes landed on this title, something in your chest tightened. Not from fear, but from recognition, like your soul already knew this message was meant for you. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal will make your intuition light up, your breath catch for a moment, and your spirit lean in closer as if it's been waiting for someone to finally say out loud what you've been feeling quietly. Listen to this. Heaven has been preparing you, aligning you, softening you, and awakening you, and you didn't even know why, until now. Someone deeply connected to your soul, someone whose energy has been tangled with yours long before either of you were ready to admit it, is about to step forward with something unexpected, something emotional, something powerful. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this right now. They have been wrestling with a truth they can no longer keep silent, dreaming about you in ways that shake them awake, feeling your absence in ways that make their chest ache, and seeing signs. Your initials, angel numbers like 222, 555, and 1111, songs that remind them of you, until heaven finally pushed them to accept what their soul already knew: they can't move forward without you. Don't scroll, this message is for you. Heaven showed them something: clarity, truth, vision, and it unlocked feelings they tried to bury. They've been fighting their own fear, their own pride, their own confusion, but the connection between you has become undeniable, and heaven is guiding them toward you with a request that may surprise you, overwhelm you, or even shift the entire direction of your relationship. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. They are preparing to ask you something. Something that requires vulnerability, something that requires courage, something that will reveal just how deeply they feel, even if they never found the words before. And while they may appear calm or distant on the surface, their spirit has been restless, tugged by the universe, nudged by their angels, reminded over and over again that your presence is not random, your connection is not a coincidence, and your role in their life is not temporary. Listen to this. Heaven has been preparing you too. The sudden emotions, the intuitive spikes, the heaviness, the feeling that something big is coming, that wasn't anxiety, that was alignment. You've been sensing this request before it even arrives. Your soul felt the shift before your mind understood it. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. The angels say your soulmate has reached a moment of awakening, the point where they recognize their own patterns, confront their own fears, and understand what they truly want, and heaven is urging you to be ready, not just emotionally, but spiritually. Because this request, whatever it is, will change the way you view them, and the way they show up for you. It may be a confession, an apology, a desire for closeness, a request for another chance, a step toward commitment, or an expression of love they can no longer hold back. And heaven wants you prepared to receive this moment with clarity, not confusion, with grace, not fear. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this more than you realize. The request is coming from a place of truth, transformation, and divine timing. You've already felt the shift. The dreams, the tingles in your chest, the feeling of being watched over, the sense that someone's energy keeps reaching for yours. This is not imagination. This is alignment. This is destiny stirring. And your soulmate spirit is moving toward you with intention heaven itself orchestrated. You are not wrong about this connection. You are not imagining the signs. You are not exaggerating the pull. Something big is coming, and heaven needs you steady, open, and ready. Don't scroll. Because the moment your soulmate steps forward with this shocking request, nothing between you will ever be the same. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal will touch something deep inside you, almost like your spirit leans forward before your body even realizes it. And listen to this because your heart needs this right now more than you know. Ever since heaven confirmed that a shocking request from your soulmate is approaching, the spiritual realm has been stirring around your energy in ways you haven't fully understood, and the signs have been appearing all around you, those repeating angel numbers, the random waves of emotion, the sudden feeling that someone is thinking of you intensely, the moment your intuition whispers a name out of nowhere. And all of this has been happening because your soulmate spirit is waking up in ways they can no longer deny. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because heaven showed that this person has been wrestling with their feelings, feelings they pushed down, feelings they tried to outrun, feelings they pretended didn't exist. But the bond between your spirits has become too strong to ignore, almost like the universe keeps placing your energy in front of them every single day until they finally face the truth. They are feeling a pull toward you, a tug in their soul, a sudden urgency that wasn't there before, and they don't even understand why their emotions feel so amplified right now, why their dreams seem to feature you more often, why your name shows up in conversations, why songs seem to speak directly to them about you. Don't scroll, because heaven needs you to hear this clearly. The request coming from your soulmate isn't small, it isn't casual, it isn't something they make lightly. This is something born from deep spiritual awakening, from nights where they stayed up thinking about what life would look like if they finally stopped running from what they feel, from moments where their heart realized that losing you would cost them their peace in ways they aren't willing to risk anymore. They have been getting signs too, just like you, 1111 reminding them of alignment, 222 pointing to union, 555 signaling change, 1212 urging them to step into purpose. And every sign is guiding them toward the bold decision heaven has been preparing them to make. But listen to this, your heart needs this right now, while you've been sensing the emotional storm, the spiritual pressure, the sudden intensification around your energy, you haven't been imagining anything. Your soulmate has been thinking about you at the exact moments you feel overwhelmed, and heaven is synchronizing your emotions so you both feel the shift at the same time. This isn't an illusion. This is soul recognition. The shocking request they are preparing to make is tied to vulnerability, honesty, and a level of emotional transparency they've never offered anyone before. Heaven is encouraging them to step forward because the connection between you is part of a bigger purpose neither of you can fully see yet. Don't scroll, because your heart needs to understand this. Someone around you has sensed your elevation, sensed your glow, sensed that something powerful is aligning in your life, and their jealousy has been activated. But heaven wants you to stay calm because their intentions cannot stop the blessing coming toward you. Their envy cannot block your destiny. Their bitterness cannot interfere with what heaven has sealed. This is why certain connections have felt unstable lately, why some people have been acting strange, distant, cold, or suddenly overly involved. They are reacting to shifts in your aura they don't even understand. And your soulmate? They feel it too. They are becoming protective of you, even from a distance, even in silence, even without knowing exactly what's happening spiritually. They just know your energy feels different, elevated, sacred, and they're afraid someone else might reach you first if they don't act soon. Don't scroll, because heaven is preparing your spirit for what's coming, a moment where this soulmate steps forward with truth, truth they have hidden, truth they were scared to admit, truth they hoped would fade but only grew stronger. They have been imagining scenarios, practicing words in their mind, thinking about how to approach you, wondering whether you'll accept what they're finally ready to share. Their heart is opening, their fear is dissolving, and heaven is guiding them toward courage. But here is the part that heaven emphasized: you must stay grounded, stay receptive, stay spiritually attuned, because this request is going to shift the dynamic between you in ways you never expected. It could be a confession, an apology, an invitation, a question, or a declaration, but whatever it is, it carries the weight of destiny. You may feel emotional waves leading up to it, moments where your intuition spikes, moments where your spirit feels warm, moments where you sense someone thinking of you intensely, and these moments are previews of what is being formed. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this. Heaven is saying the connection between you is entering a new phase, one where truth replaces silence, where courage replaces hesitation, where alignment replaces confusion, and your soulmate is preparing to step forward with something sacred. The universe has been waiting for this moment. Heaven has been preparing both of your spirits for this moment. And your heart, no matter how guarded, has known for a long time that something about this connection was never ordinary. Something extraordinary is approaching you. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal will stir something in you that feels almost eerily familiar, like your soul has been waiting for someone to finally speak the truth out loud, and your heart needs this right now more than you realize. So listen closely as I tell you what began unfolding the moment heaven started preparing your soulmate to make that shocking request that's already forming in their spirit. They have been experiencing an emotional pull toward you so strong that it's starting to feel like a physical sensation, a magnetic tug they can't explain, a constant inner nudge that refuses to quiet down, and every time they try to distract themselves, your name, your energy, your memory shows up like a divine reminder they can no longer ignore. Don't scroll, because this is where the revelation gets deeper. They've been waking up at odd hours with your face imprinted in their thoughts, feeling waves of emotion that don't make sense, seeing angel numbers like 222, 717, and 1111 at the exact moments they think of you, and heaven says this isn't coincidence, this is alignment, this is spiritual awakening, this is destiny tapping them on the shoulder and whispering, it's time. And listen to this, because your heart needs it right now. Your soulmate has been battling a private storm, a mix of fear, longing, regret, and awakening all happening at once, and the reason you've been feeling emotionally sensitive, anxious, or unexpectedly nostalgic lately is because your spirit is picking up their unspoken energy. You're connected more deeply than either of you ever knew. Don't scroll, because heaven showed something unusual. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of a decision that could shift the entire direction of your connection. They've been wrestling with a secret they've been holding on to, something they've been scared to confess, not because they want to hide it from you, but because they fear losing you when the truth comes out. Heaven says this secret isn't meant to break you, it's meant to prepare you, to elevate the connection beyond fear, beyond past mistakes, beyond emotional hesitation. Your soulmate is being spiritually pushed toward honesty, raw, unfiltered honesty, and this is why their energy has been so intense around you lately. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They've been replaying old conversations, wondering how things would look if they had been braver, softer, more open with you. They've been recognizing patterns in their life, cycles of running, cycles of hiding emotions, cycles of choosing fear over vulnerability. And heaven is breaking those cycles right now. They're seeing the truth about themselves, about you, about the connection, and this truth is forcing them to evolve. And listen, because this part is for you. Heaven says the reason you felt distant from them, confused by silence or mixed signals, is because the universe was protecting you during their internal transformation. You weren't being rejected, you were being prepared. You weren't being ignored, you were being safeguarded. Don't scroll. Because this is where the atmosphere around your story shifts. Heaven revealed that your soulmate's heart has reached a point where it cannot hold back anymore. Their emotions are overflowing. Their dreams are revealing messages. Their intuition is screaming your name. They're starting to realize that what they feel for you is too deep to run from, too intense to deny, too spiritually rooted to dismiss. And that shocking request they are preparing to make? It's tied to a desire for closeness, for clarity, for reconnection, for stepping into a shared destiny instead of running from it. Whether this request is emotional, romantic, or life-altering, heaven says it will come from a place of truth finally breaking through the fear that kept them distant. Don't scroll, because your heart needs to know this. Heaven is softening their emotional walls, dissolving their pride, healing their past wounds, and aligning their spirit with yours so that when they approach you, they come with sincerity, humility, and intention, not confusion, not hesitation, not half-hearted energy. Their secret may surprise you, but it will also free you both from the weight of assumption and unspoken emotion. And here's the part heaven whispered directly. Your soulmate is beginning to realize that losing you is far scarier than opening up to you. They're feeling a shift inside their chest every time they imagine a future without your presence in it, and this fear is transforming into courage. Don't scroll, because heaven is not done speaking. You've been seeing signs too, repeating numbers, synchronicities, songs that hit your heart unexpectedly, dreams that feel too vivid to dismiss, and these signs are not just reassurance, they are preparation. They are heaven's way of saying, get ready. Something is coming. And when your soulmate steps forward with the request they've been holding in their spirit, it will not be small, it will not be casual, it will not be something you can ignore. It will feel divinely timed, divinely guided, divinely appointed. Heaven is aligning your hearts, your timing, your energy, and your future, and this message reached you at the exact moment your spirit became ready to receive it. Don't scroll. Because the next chapter of this story begins now. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal will reach into a part of your spirit you didn't even realize was waiting for clarity, and your heart needs this right now more than you know, because the moment heaven revealed what your soulmate is about to do, there was a shift, an energetic pull so strong that even the angels paused to watch what unfolds next in your story. Listen to this, because everything in your life has been leading up to this moment. Your soulmate, the one whose energy keeps brushing against yours no matter how far the distance or how deep the silence, is stepping into a chapter of emotional awakening they never expected, and the pressure they've been feeling lately isn't random. It's the universe rearranging their path until the truth they've been holding back can no longer be contained. You've felt it too, haven't you? The late-night heaviness, the sudden moments of thinking about them out of nowhere, the goosebumps when their name pops into your mind, the dreams that feel too vivid to ignore. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this right now. These aren't coincidences, they are spiritual notifications, signs from above that the distance between your hearts is closing in a way neither of you can stop. And heaven is saying they're about to reach out with something you never expected, something bold, something vulnerable, something that reveals exactly how deeply they've been feeling you. But before they can step forward, heaven needed to clear their path, and that's why everything around them, and you, has been shifting. Old connections falling apart, unexpected endings, sudden emotional sensitivity, new waves of intuition washing through you. This is spiritual pruning. Heaven has been removing anyone who was blocking this union, anyone who was manipulating their emotions, anyone who was influencing their confusion, anyone who felt threatened by the pull they feel toward you. Don't scroll, because this message is exactly what your heart has been waiting for. Your soulmate is being stripped of fear, pride, and hesitation. They are being shown the truth through dreams, angel numbers, unexpected conversations, and moments where your name passes through their mind like a whisper they can no longer ignore. They've been asking the universe for clarity, and heaven responded by showing them signs so undeniable that they've started questioning why they ever resisted this connection in the first place. You may not realize it, but your energy has been tugging on theirs like a divine magnet. Every time you think of them, they feel it. Every time you pull back, they panic. Every time you pray for clarity, they receive it in ways that shake them awake. And the angels say something else too. Someone who once stood in the way of this connection is being spiritually blocked, almost removed from their path entirely, because heaven refuses to let low vibrations interfere with a destiny this strong. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this right now. Your soulmate is stepping into a moment where the truth they've been hiding becomes too heavy to carry alone. The request that is coming, the shocking, unexpected thing they're about to say or ask, will reveal just how deeply they feel you, just how much they've been struggling with their emotions, just how much their soul recognizes you as someone heaven placed in their life for a reason too powerful to deny. They've been afraid of losing you. They've been afraid of failing you. They've been afraid of being vulnerable. But heaven is working on them in ways that leave no room for fear anymore. Their heart is cracking open, their walls are falling down, and their spirit is reaching for you even when their mind tries to slow the process. This week, their energy grows louder, clearer, more courageous, and heaven is saying they won't be able to hold back what they feel. Don't scroll, because the revelation you're about to experience is life-changing. Your soulmate's next move won't be small, casual, or confused. It will be something that brings definition, clarity, truth, and emotional release. They are stepping out of hiding and into fate, stepping out of fear and into alignment, stepping out of silence and into connection. They're about to show you a side of themselves you've never seen, their softness, their honesty, their longing, their desire to step into something real with you. And when this moment arrives, it will confirm everything your intuition has been whispering. This connection was never random. It was written. It was guided. It was protected. It was destined. Don't scroll, because your heart is preparing itself for a moment that will rewrite everything you thought you knew about love, timing, and divine intervention, and heaven is saying, get ready, it's closer than you think. Don't scroll, because what's about to unfold in front of you is a truth heaven has been trying to place in your spirit for weeks, and now that your heart is finally open enough to receive it, the message is pouring in with a force that feels like divine alignment weaving itself through your emotions, your thoughts, your intuition, and your dreams. So just stay here with me and breathe, because you're going to feel this message ripple through your entire being as I reveal what the universe showed about this shocking request your soulmate is preparing to make. Yes, the same soulmate whose energy has been pulling at you at strange hours, the same person whose presence you feel even when they aren't physically near, the same person who keeps popping into your mind at the exact moments your angels are sending signs like 111, 222, 717, or 444. And your heart needs this right now, because heaven is saying their spirit is shifting faster than your eyes can see, and their emotions are rising to the surface in a way they can no longer suppress. Listen to this, because your energy already knows it's true. They are being spiritually pushed to make a request that will change everything between you. Something they've been scared to say, scared to admit, scared to confront, yet heaven is stripping their fear layer by layer, because the bond between you has reached a spiritual boiling point, and all the emotions they buried are spilling into their dreams, their moments of silence, their late-night thoughts, and heaven is whispering in their ear, "It's time, and don't scroll, because your heart needs this right now." This person has been going through an intense internal shift that you've been picking up on without realizing it. That sudden wave of sadness you felt for no reason, that random surge of hope, that heavy moment where your energy felt off, that emotional pull in your chest. These were echoes of your soulmate's inner battle, their fear of losing you, their longing for connection, their realization that what they feel for you goes far deeper than they ever allowed themselves to admit. And heaven is preparing them to step toward you with a request they never imagined themselves brave enough to express, a request that reveals vulnerability, honesty, desire, and destiny all at once. Listen closely, because the universe showed something powerful. This person has been replaying memories, conversations, what-ifs, and possibilities in their mind like a loop they can't escape. And every time they try to run from the truth, heaven sends another sign to pull them back toward you, whether it's a song they weren't expecting, a dream that feels too real to ignore, your name appearing in the most random moments, or that strange feeling of being watched over, protected, guided, and pushed toward a choice they've delayed for too long. Don't scroll, because your heart needs to understand that this request is not something small. No, it's something that will require both of you to step into a new season with open hearts and awakened spirits, and heaven wants you prepared, because this moment is coming quickly, and with it comes a wave of blessings, changes, and breakthroughs that you have been unknowingly preparing for during your hardest seasons, your loneliest nights, your quiet victories, and your painful endings. And listen to this, because heaven showed the truth clearly. You are not imagining the signs, the connection, the emotional pull, or the intensity of this bond. Your soulmate has been spiritually tethered to you in a way they can't break even if they tried, and lately, the pressure on their heart has become impossible to ignore, which is why they've been feeling restless, nostalgic, emotional, and overwhelmed, and now heaven is pushing them to face their truth, to speak their heart, to make this request that will shift your entire relationship into a higher level of connection, closeness, and divine alignment. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this message. You are stepping into a season where your soulmate's fear is dissolving, their clarity is strengthening, and their desire to choose you openly is rising like a tide they can't fight, and heaven wants you to be emotionally ready, because this request may surprise you, may soften you, may even shock you, but it will confirm everything your spirit has been sensing, everything your dreams have been hinting at, everything your intuition has been whispering, everything your signs have been pointing toward, and heaven is saying, prepare your heart, because what's coming is sacred, divine, and meant for you, and don't scroll because you need to feel this truth settling into your spirit. The connection you share is not random, not temporary, not imaginary. It is spiritual, it is destined, and it is entering the moment where what was hidden becomes revealed, what was silent becomes spoken, and what was delayed becomes delivered. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal is going to land on your spirit with a clarity you haven't felt in a long time, and your heart needs this right now even if you didn't realize how ready you were for this truth. So stay right here and breathe into this moment, because heaven has waited for the exact second your energy aligned with this message to speak directly to you, your soulmate. The one whose energy keeps brushing up against yours in ways you can't explain, the one you feel in the quiet moments, the one your intuition refuses to release, is being spiritually pushed into a moment of truth that will lead to the shocking request heaven has been preparing you for, and this shift happening inside them is stronger than anything they've ever experienced, because they are finally recognizing that the bond between you is not something they can run from anymore. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because heaven showed a vision of your soulmate pacing, overthinking, questioning, replaying every moment, every word, every memory connected to you, and the emotional storm they're going through is not random, it's activation. Their spirit is waking up to the magnitude of this connection, and the universe is nudging them harder than ever to step into their truth before divine timing moves forward without them. You've been feeling this awakening too, the sudden bursts of emotion, the strange dreams, the intuition spikes, the angel numbers showing up everywhere you turn, especially 111, 333, 717, 1221, signs of alignment, union, awakening, and mirrored energy, and every time you dismissed these signs as coincidence, heaven whispered, no, this is preparation, because the request that's coming toward you is not small, not casual, not something they take lightly. It is something that requires courage, vulnerability, and emotional nakedness from someone who has spent most of their life hiding behind pride, fear, or past pain. Don't scroll, because your heart needs to understand something crucial. The distance between you, whether emotional, physical, or spiritual, has been a battlefield for them. They have fought feelings they pretended not to have, denied emotions they actually feel deeply, and tried to distract themselves with noise, work, people, or routine, but heaven is removing every distraction, clearing every illusion, and dismantling every wall they built around their heart, because they can no longer silence the truth rising inside them. They have been feeling your pull stronger than ever. That moment they suddenly think of you out of nowhere, that song that reminds them of you at the worst possible time, that dream that felt too real to ignore, that heaviness in their chest when they imagine losing you, all of these are spiritual nudges orchestrated by heaven to push them to a place of reckoning, a place where pretending is no longer an option. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because heaven is showing that the shocking request they are preparing to make is one that will change the trajectory of your connection. It will force you both into a deeper level of truth, commitment, and alignment than you've ever experienced, and although their mind is terrified, their soul is ready. They want to step into your life with intention, clarity, and effort, not half-hearted energy, not uncertainty, not temporary affection, but something real, anchored, spiritual, and divinely guided. And the reason heaven is revealing this to you now is because your spirit needs to be prepared for the emotional impact of what's coming. You are not imagining the energetic tug you've been feeling, the sense that something is building, the intuitive knowing that someone is about to speak up, reach out, or step forward. That's because heaven has been aligning the moment behind the scenes, rearranging circumstances, opening emotional pathways, and softening hearts so the request, the conversation, the confession, the shift, can happen without interference. And while your soulmate has been waking up spiritually, heaven has been preparing you too. Sharpening your intuition, strengthening your boundaries, heightening your discernment, and pulling you away from distractions or people who cannot follow you into this next chapter, because when this request arrives, you need to be grounded in your worth, clear in your heart, and emotionally ready to receive something that once felt impossible. Don't scroll, because this part matters. Heaven is saying the reason this request will shock you is not because it is random, but because it is everything you once hoped for yet convinced yourself to stop expecting, everything you prayed for but eventually released, everything your soul whispered about even when your mind doubted, and the moment it arrives, your spirit will recognize it as truth before your mind has time to analyze it. And heaven is saying gently, prepare your heart, prepare your energy, prepare your spirit, because the next chapter of this connection requires openness, honesty, and a willingness to receive what is divinely aligned for you. Your soulmate is stepping into courage, and heaven is preparing you for the moment they finally step toward you with the words they were always meant to say. Don't scroll, because something in your spirit is already reacting to what is unfolding around you, and even if you can't explain why you've been feeling this strange mix of anticipation, restlessness, and emotional intensity, the universe has been preparing you for a moment that is much bigger than you think, and your heart needs this right now more than you realize as heaven begins to reveal the truth. Everything your soulmate has been battling, hiding, resisting, or running from is rising to the surface, and they are being spiritually pushed into a moment of decision that will forever shift the direction of both of your lives, and whether you feel ready or not, this moment is approaching faster than you expect. Don't scroll, because you've been sensing the energetic pull, the emotional waves, the sudden memories, and the strange signs that seem to appear at the exact second your thoughts wander toward them, angel numbers like 111, 1221, 444, and 717 showing up in places that make your heart pause, songs that trigger emotions you thought were gone, dreams that feel too vivid to dismiss, and an inner knowing that something is building behind the scenes. Don't scroll, because the universe is confirming what your intuition has been whispering. This person you are energetically tied to is reaching a point where they can no longer stay silent, no longer pretend they don't feel the spiritual pull, no longer hide behind fear or pride or the opinions of people who don't understand the sacred nature of the connection heaven placed between you. They've tried to distract themselves, they've tried to numb their emotions, they've tried to bury what they feel under work, noise, people, or obligations, but every attempt has failed because this love, this connection, was never meant to disappear, and heaven is no longer allowing them to ignore it. Don't scroll, because something deeper is happening inside them, something like an awakening, a realization, a soul-level confrontation where they can finally see that the love they tried to avoid is the very love they need to heal, grow, and step into the next season of their life. They are being shown the moments when they hurt you, the times they pulled away, the things they didn't say, the fears they let control them, and the opportunities they missed, and each revelation is hitting them harder than the last. And yet, even in that heaviness, there is a powerful truth rising inside them. They cannot imagine a future where they don't at least try to fix things with you, to tell you the truth, to open their heart in a way they never have before, and heaven is setting the stage for a moment that will catch you off guard in the most divine way. Don't scroll, because there is another layer to this revelation. Someone from their environment has been trying to influence them, distract them, or pull them away from what heaven has aligned, someone jealous of the way their heart gravitates toward you, someone threatened by your spiritual glow, someone who senses that this soulmate connection is bigger than anything they can compete with, but that influence is weakening, cracking, dissolving as your soulmate's clarity strengthens. They're seeing that this jealous presence never had their best interest at heart, never wanted to see them happy, and the more their soul awakens, the more this person's manipulations fall apart. Don't scroll, because heaven is also reminding you that your patience has not been unnoticed. Every moment you loved silently, every time you chose peace over revenge, every time you let go of your ego instead of fighting back. Heaven watched it all, and that energy has been shaping your next season with precision. You are being rewarded in ways you cannot yet see, and one of those rewards is emotional truth, the kind that fills your lungs with relief, the kind that finally answers the questions that kept you awake at night, the kind that brings healing to the versions of you that suffered in silence. Don't scroll, because the moment this soulmate reaches out, it won't be casual, it won't be halfway, it won't be unclear, it will be intentional, emotional, and transformative. They will speak words they never had the courage to say, they will reveal feelings they tried to suffocate, they will admit truths they convinced themselves they had to hide, and they will express a longing that has been eating at them for weeks, months, or even years. And when that moment arrives, you will feel every piece of the connection fall into place like it was always meant to be, because it was. Don't scroll, because the universe is whispering a final message to your spirit. Prepare your heart, steady your emotions, and stay aligned with your intuition, because the next shift in your love story will not be subtle. It will be loud, undeniable, and divinely orchestrated, and it will change everything you thought you knew about timing, destiny, and the person your soul has been calling out to. The revelation, the confession, the transformation, it's all moving toward you right now.